Okay. All right, here we are, and I got the sound working again. Let me know if you can hear us. Yeah, it's fun in here, huh?
Yeah. Is that sunshine? Sun's out.
It is. That's like yesterday when I left home. It was pouring rain. As I came towards here, the rain stopped and it was sunny here. I was like, wow. Okay, let me go back over here.
See where we're at?
Dum, 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 dum.
Now sometimes it explores up on that one too, but it's not. So you can't tell by looking at that computer either.
It's loading. Let's see. Loaded way down the bottom. Let's go to the top. Okay. I don't see anybody that said sound was on, so we'll wait a little bit longer.
Okay.
Let us know if you can hear us.
Oh, can't hear us. Right.
Yeah. It should be working though. I mean,
Yeah,
that
the
light
light's
is
on.
on now, so.
Did you put the boozy thing here?
I think I did.
Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Take this jacket.
So that's okay.
Just burn up in here if I don't. I got a new thermal shirt. Feel that on the inside.
Oh, that'll keep you warm.
I
Nice.
probably didn't need it today, but
Well,
you know, that's how it goes. All right, let me refresh, see what we got here. Oh, that might be the other person.
oh, it is. Yes.
Is it? Yeah. Okay,
Yes.
what do we got here? Okay, thank you,
Oh.
Swam.
Oh, good.
Sound is on.
It's official.
Yeah.
Happy Thursday, everybody. Excuse me. Probably true. Yeah, I don't. Yeah. That's right. We'll do this quick and we can go help them.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
think he's here as well. So that's
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty.
We'll get our act together.
Well, hopefully he'll just, he should just be able to pick up and know what to do.
Yeah.
He's been here enough.
Yeah. And, yeah. So anyway, happy Thursday. Here we are.
Happy Thursday.
What's going on? Let's see. So what day was it? Saturday? Saturday when I was here. I knew I wasn't going to come Sunday to take dogs out because it was going to be snowing so much. So I came and I said I'm going to take dogs out on Saturday instead. So the last run of the day, Emmeline discovered that there wasn't any peanut butter. So to do Kongs that night. Saturday night is Kong night. Everybody gets a Kong.
Yep.
That's it. Anyway, so I said, oh, we have a peanut butter emergency. So I said, well, I'll take the next dog that needs to go. I said, well, I'll grab her and off we'll go. So I ended up with Jet. Now, when we left the farm, there was nothing happening here at all. I get on the other side to Route 1, and it was snowing already. The ground was covered in white. I said, oh, okay. So off we go to the grocery store. Packed. Packed.
Of course.
So I said, well, that's all right. We're just going in to get peanut butter. It'll be fine. We'll go through the express register. It's okay. So I get out of the car. I find a parking space, number one, which was a lot of fun. And I open the hatch, and I put Jet's leash on, and I put her vest on, and she's standing there, and she was acting really odd. And then I'm like, okay. And she's looking at me like, I can't. I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm like, this is very unusual. Then I realized it was snowing and it was windy. She had never seen snow before. She had no idea what was hitting her in the face. And I went, oh. So I stood there for a minute and I said, it's all right. And then we had her for a few minutes and she, oh, all right. And then she got out and then we went in the store.
Oh, that's so funny, yeah.
But it didn't even, she had never seen snow before.
Right.
And I opened the hatch to my car and she just got this big gust of wind with snow in her face. I'm like
what is that?
Yeah. So that,
cool.
But they had I saw her out there later the next day, out in the snow, she had a ball.
Yeah, they've been, I was actually sad to see it go because they
were all having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But once we got in the store, it was so busy.
Oh, man.
She wasn't thrilled about it. We went through the store. She was very overwhelmed with everything because there was people, carriages coming everything at her, and I think there's no picture. So anyway, so that was my jet story. I completely didn't even think about, none of these puppies had experienced snow until that day. So it was kind of funny once I realized, like, oh, duh, no wonder she's hesitant. She has no idea what's hitting her in the face. Let's see. That's good. Who else did I have that day before that? She was my last run of the day. But who did I take before that? I think I took Sugar. No, Pearlie I took to Tractor Supply. Again, it was fairly busy. People are already prepared for a snowstorm. Any place that sells anything related to snow is busy. So she did really good there. The only time I think I said this before, no, it wasn't her, went with the air brakes. A truck going, but it was right there, so right on Route 1. But other than that, she did really well in the store. They were doing some moving things around, and she did really well with under the shelving, and so she did well. They actually, pretty much everybody that I've taken out recently has done.
They're turning the corner, I think.
Yes,
they really are. Even down, like I said on Tuesday, even down in the barn, they're settling into a routine now.
Yes, they're maturing too.
Yes.
They are.
Yeah. Hey, Alfred.
So how's it been going with you?
It's been going well. Tuesday I worked a little bit more with Dawes in the car.
Yes, we're having an issue with Dawes right now. He used to be great loading in the car. However, since he's went and got neutered, now he does not want to get in the car. So Karen, unfortunately, has been kind of stuck here doing just constantly working on that.
I did that a little bit on Tuesday. Yesterday, I took Winnie and I took Poppins over to Topsfield Center.
Not together, not at the same time.
Not at the same time, no. And just walked them around. There's some traffic there. Winnie did great. She wasn't afraid of the traffic. She wasn't afraid of anything. She's just strutting her stuff next to me. She did great.
Did you try it on the outside or was that on the inside? Like if you were on the outside right by the traffic, or was she?
What I did was I walked around the pavement, and the cars were passing us.
And she was fine.
And both sides. So she was on the car side and
on the
other side of me as well, going back.
Good.
So yeah. And then I just at the corner, I just stood there with them, and we just watched the cars go by.
And they were fine.
They were fine.
Good.
Poppins was a little nervous.
Yeah.
More nervous than Winnie.
Would she still move okay though?
She moved okay.
Just a little.
Yep. And like you said, a big truck was there stopped with the air brakes, and she's like, "What is that?" You know. But then she walked right on. So
she didn't panic or freeze.
Nope.
Oh, good.
Nope.
So that we can work through that.
Yep. And I took them down in the parking lot. And walked around in there. So I probably had them for like 15, 20 minutes out there.
Just out there doing that.
Yeah. And they did great. And then when I got back here, it was getting kind of late, so I took, I walked Bert and then I walked Banks out here in the driveway. I took them in the tea tent because that's like my favorite place now to work with them.
Yeah.
And they both did excellent.
Yeah.
It was like such a good day yesterday.
Woohoo! Like
Yeah.
those days.
Yeah.
You wouldn't think the tea tent is, but the tea tent is actually really good the way it's set up because there's picnic tables and other stuff and everything in there, and it's so tight that they have to stay right with you and they have to follow you, and you can practice back up with them, and you don't even have to like say anything. If you keep moving, they have to keep following you as you're moving around and get used to tight spaces. You know, having to get in tight to their person's leg and
I think that's really helping me too. So
yeah.
yeah.
Good. So everybody, you had a good day yesterday.
So I had a very good day yesterday. Yes.
It's like any job. Right, your good days, your bad days.
Right.
Sometimes you're just off and they pick up on your office and yeah.
And today I'm just doing a little kind of work, rotating the dogs and whatever else needs to be done. And
Yeah, Thursdays are a little harder because Thursdays are a little shorter staffed, I think, than other days.
Yes.
And that's happened before in the past too.
Yeah.
There's something about Thursdays.
Mm.
I remember, there was Thursdays always seemed to be, and they have for a while, I don't know why, and then they would seem to resolve, and then it's like Thursdays again.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's okay. That's all
We
good.
got enough people to fill in, so
Yes.
I don't mind doing that.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's fine to still be able to do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see, what else is going? It's very muddy outside
yeah.
with all the rain and then the snow all melting. So
Yeah.
it's kind of gross walking around out there. And certain parts, just on the sides, the middle part is fine. It's just the sides
Yeah.
that are muddy. But that's okay.
Yeah.
It's expected. Everywhere you go, that's
Yeah.
the way it
I
is
had
right now.
97. I don't know if you saw. Do you go that way to come here?
Yes.
Where they have it closed?
Oh, I
Where
come
it
the other
flooded?
end.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's flooded. Like yesterday, they were. It was like one lane of traffic,
Oh.
but the water was pretty deep.
Even in that lane.
So I went through it and I didn't have a problem. And so like 2 cars one way, 2 cars another way. Everybody was being great. You know, there was no
Yeah.
cop there or anything. So.
Just being respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to
But
be
then I
careful
tried
with
to
that.
come that way today, and the road is closed. So
Oh, well.
I had to
Come
go
on.
who knows where, and then I ended up here again.
Here you are.
So
What else is going? Nothing. It's just really kind of status quo with the dogs. There's nothing exceptional. They're all doing well. We have our log, and we discussed before. We go on and make notes if there's something specific about a dog. But I haven't seen anything really crazy out there. Except right now, probably Dawes is the one that we're having the most trouble with
issues,
because, and I mean, he's fine doing everything else, but we need to get him off property.
yes, yes.
So Karen's been really working on him with that and just getting comfortable with the car
And
again.
it's funny too because when you and Lynn left,
Yep,
and I was there just alone with him,
it was fine.
he went in fine.
Did he jump back out?
No.
No, because that's what he was doing sometimes too. He would jump in and he'll only jump into the till he's right in there, right at the edge, so that he can quickly jump out again.
Yeah.
So.
So he's just scared.
Yep. So that because of that, we don't want him. That's going to be a process with him because obviously we have to work him through that without freaking him out. So Karen's going to get him comfortable getting in and out of the RAV again. Then the next step is, okay, once he's in the RAV, okay, now we're just going to take him for a drive. So he's not going anywhere scary or anything like that.
The hardest part is trying to get the hatch down without freaking him out because the minute he sees you grabbing for the hatch, he starts to freak out and he tries to jump out.
Yeah.
So I didn't even try to close the hatch.
No, just get him comfortable, getting back and forth and kind of, getting a game out of it and get him comfortable with it again. So we're just going to take it slow with him because we don't need to freak him out. So, but other than that, they're all doing well. Karen got to see taking them off, like the Poppins and Winnie. Yes, they may not behave perfectly when she's out here walking them, and they could be a little cranky. But this is like like a kid at home. They're at their worst behavior. But then when you take them
I
out, they're on their best behavior.
I couldn't believe the difference.
Yeah.
And they just stood by my side and walked with me, and when I said, whoa, they stopped. Poppins was even like looking up at me like, okay, what do we do next?
Check in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was without the vest. Karen had said she forgot the
Right,
vest
forgot
because you're not used to doing it.
Right.
So,
right.
So
that was.
it's nice for you to see the difference of.
Definitely.
Because
I'm walking them out here and I'm like, oh my God, they're not listening. They're sniffing the ground. What the heck, you know?
Right. And they'll get there. They will get there.
Yep.
They will get there. The ultimate goal is we want to be able to just kind of walk, barely hold on to the leash, but yet still have them walk next to us here. They can do that off property. Sometimes, they'll get to that point first off property before they will here because this is their comfort zone.
Yeah.
So this is where they get to play, but that's at the end of the day, that's really what we want them to do that here as well. But
they'll get there, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are. I mean, Bert and Banks were great yesterday.
Yeah.
And for Hyper Bert, I mean, wow. Yeah. That's all I can say is wow.
Wow. So everybody's making progress. The only one that obviously hasn't is Dawes. Everybody else is.
But he's making progress with other things. It's just that one thing.
Yeah, just that one thing. Yeah. It's not that he's not practicing, his downs, unders, backs, all that other stuff. He's still doing all that fine. It's just we can't do that.
Yeah, and I think it was Monday. I had I took, I don't know, 3 or 4 into laundry, and I was doing the unders, the down. The place and stay on the futon. Yeah. They did great.
So that's still getting worked on even with Dawes here, because you don't want him to lose that because we're not taking him out training, so to speak. So check for questions. If not, then we'll head over to the barn and.
Yes. Let me see. Here we go. I know I hit something while I was talking.
Oh. I don't have to get used to the new chat board.
Yes.
And it was nice. Did you see Seagram?
Yes, I did.
That was so nice. Seagram,
yes.
Amy posted, so that was super, super nice.
What a beautiful dog.
Oh.
Wow.
Seagram was the first one that I saw go out as a service dog.
Aww.
So she has a special place.
Yep.
And I remember first time I never saw a dog working with anybody or anything before, and I don't think it was with Amy. I think Seagram, they tried to match her with somebody else prior to Amy, and it didn't work, or I can't even remember what the story was. But all I saw was Seagram with a vest on, and I'll never forget. I was standing up top there, and Grace was doing some yard work along the fence there, and I spotted and I started to cry, and I said, I just need to know if it gets any easier when they go, and she said no, and she's kind of chuckling. I said, all right, as long as I know. so Seagram always had a special place in my heart because she was the first, and she was the first one I saw go out as a service dog.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's nice to see that. We always like seeing updates on them and pictures of them, and as all of you are too.
Yeah. All right, Crafty. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
That's a
matter of fact, I think when I was
Let me go over here.
in the store with Jet, this woman was obviously complimenting her how beautiful she was, and I said, yes, thank you. And she said, oh, how long have you had her? And I said, well, she's not mine, so I explained it to her. She goes, oh, they a lot of times they think what did you get them from a rescue? And I said, no, we breed them, so we know them from birth. And she, as soon as that came out of my mouth, she went, oh, and she grabbed her heart, and I'm like, you get it, you understand. I said, yes, that's exactly how it feels when they go, but in a good way too.
Oh, here we go. All right. So, Crafty says, the pups obviously like the snow once they had a chance to explore it, definitely.
Then they had a ball.
Yes, they sure did.
I was at home once watching them play out in the snow.
I know.
I was enjoying them.
I'm like, whoo, whoo.
Yeah.
And then the other day, Pearlie had this big stick. It was like hanging on.
Well,
And
somebody
she's
took a video of that.
Tracy.
Tracy did.
Yeah. And she tried to go around with the big stick in her mouth, and it was so cute.
I don't know if somebody posted that somewhere.
I don't know if
If Alyssa did,
was it posted on Facebook, maybe?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. Crafty, there was a Facebook video story of Misha walking next to the swollen Ipswich River yesterday.
Oh,
She looked good for 10-year-old Dane. Wow, nice. Yeah, it's pretty bad over there. Crafty says thank you again for the chat. You're welcome.
Always our pleasure.
Yeah.
It's so funny because you think of things like before you do it, and then you come in, you're like, what was I going to say?
Yeah.
I should write it down.
Yes.
Or when you
Well, I
something
had my
comes up.
Dawes story on Tuesday, so that was perfect.
Yes.
You know,
Mr.
so-
Dawes.
But
God bless his little soul. We'll
Yeah.
get him there.
He's going to be a great service dog.
You just have to get him over the car thing.
Let me just walk
Oh,
over
over.
here one more time.
Oh, we go.
And yeah. Come on. Okay, and that's it.
All right.
All
We
right.
are all set then.
Thanks
Happy
for watching.
Thursday. Thank you again, as always, for everything.
Yes.
And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye-bye.
And if you have any storms in your way, heading your way, be safe.